I mean, how long have you had the car for then?
Have. So, 8 months.
Oh, okay. So this year?
Yeah, this
Oh,
year.
okay.
So it's just 8 months. So basically what happened is, I know the problem as well.
Yeah.
You see the water, I don't know from where it will come. So the water drops that will come from here. You see my hand? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah, I
water
see.
will fall.
I can see the sort of stainage on the headliner.
So that's the only problem.
So that's what gave it away, was it? The water dropping?
Yeah.
And it
The
was...
water drops and it will land on this panel. You see? The door mat. It's only there. You don't see anywhere else.
No water anywhere else? Not in the boot?
No.
Okay.
So because of that issue, I think it came a couple of times in summer.
Yeah.
But it's not raining and all, so I thought
it dries
maybe
out.
my son would have dropped a water bottle or something.
Yeah.
But now, as the winter started, probably in last 2 months, I've seen a lot. So that's where I was trying to understand what to do, where to go and all. I took it to the Range Rover, the lookers.
Yeah.
And then I took it to somebody else.
What did Range Rover say? Did they do anything? Did you get repaired or anything?
I had this MOT.
Yeah.
So there was a warning message, which again started coming.
Yeah.
Obviously because of this issue, because that guy changed this. I don't know what it is. So he did something. He sorted that for the MOT. But then he didn't touch the vision. So I took it to Range Rover last month.
Yeah.
I told him this is the thing, so he didn't even see the problem. So I was just in the reception. He said, if it's regarding this, either go to insurance and claim a windscreen.
Yeah, that's what...
Or you have to find an alternative, somebody like you guys, to set this up. Only then it will be benefit for me. Because even if you send it to me again, I have to take it to somebody else. It will save you some money.
No, that's it. I get you. Yeah, so
but that's the problem. So water falls in from there and it'll land there. I haven't seen anywhere else.
No, that's good. That's,
I don't know where the water goes from there.
Is it a replacement screen or is it an original?
I don't know materially what that...
So it's an original screen.
Is it original?
It's an original screen, but I mean, Range Rovers are very common for 40 windscreen, especially the Evoque, the only Evoque.
I heard this is due to this rubber seal or something.
Yeah, I don't know what they use, but they don't use... I don't know whether they're just using... I don't know what they do, but when we see them get them off... I mean, our windscreen guys had 5 in one day of just Evoques. Like, so when you take them off, you'll see like gaps, so it should be one smooth line, and then you'll see like gaps, like bits missing. I don't know whether it's like the sealant's just fallen out or whatever, but I know it's very common. But I mean, it's all part of our tests anyway. We test the screens, we do loads of tests, you know what I mean? So that will all show up. But yeah, like I said, what I'll do is I'll go around it, basically show you what we found, and then send you an estimate. So
normally we have seen these issues, right? So what do you do let's say if that is a problem?
Yeah.
Do you change the rubber seal or what?
Yeah. We take it out. We don't take it out. We get a screen company to take it out, and then they come and change the whole seal. Take the old one off. They got to scrape it all off. Scrape off the other side of the windscreen as well, and then prime it up, and then basically just put the other one back on. So it's the same windscreen, just gets refitted. Okie dokie. So a client of ours bought a Range Rover Evoque. Basically complains about water coming in through the headliner. If I take a step inside, you can see you've got this sort of discoloration there, and you've got a bit discoloration on the top of the headliner there. And basically the customer said that he's seen water coming through here and then dripping onto the underlay itself, onto the carpet there. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to show you with our diagnostic meter that picks up the water, see how wet it is inside. So I mean, you can see there, it's absolutely soaking. I mean, yeah, you can feel it when you push it down. But that's understandable because that is where they have seen it leak from. We make our way into the back. Obviously, having water under the underlay isn't particularly good, just because you can get things such as mould and mildew build up. In the long run, you can also get electrical faults. So you can see it's made its way back here into the back footwell. So depending on how you park your vehicle, everything like that, so how you park it, how you drive it, you can get water spreading out. So you could have a leak in the front and the back can only be wet. But if you see here, this side's actually fairly dry, which is good. But what I'm going to show you now, so you've seen that both these footwells are soaking wet, which is understandable. But that is understandable because what I'm going to show you now is the culprit of the leak. So I'm just going to spray some soap and water up here, right in that seal there, that little gap. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to get an airline out and then put an airline underneath the windscreen itself, and then once that's there, you should start to see bubbles appear.
So now we're just at the front of the screen. The colleague's just going to spray the air off there. you've got the bubbly water happening on here, and then once you get to the right area, it will start to bubble up. You can see it's all starting there, and it's actually quite along the way, all along the screen here. So what we need to do, we need to take the screen out, confirm whether or not it's the issue with the screen seal, or whether or not it's a seam behind it. So you've got kind of like a picture frame that holds the glass in place. So we'd have to take the glass out completely just to confirm whether or not it's the screen seal, or whether or not it's the welded seam behind here. We've had these before where it has been the screen, but obviously we'd have to take it out to fully confirm it.
Right, so as you saw there, that was the screen that was leaking. The only thing I've got to say, now this Evoque is actually in tip-top condition. You know, there's no leaks anywhere else. Rear lights are fine. Door membranes are actually designed so the water drains out underneath the foot pedal, like the footstool. Scuttle area is draining fine. Nothing wrong with that. So it's actually in pretty good condition. There's not much wrong with it. It's only the screen, which is very common on these cars anyway. We see them all the time. If a Evoque hasn't got a leaky screen, it's a big shock to us. So that's how common it is. The only thing that I have found, as you see, I've taken this boot apart. If I get our twisted camera down here, I will show you. Basically, these air vents that you've got, they're not leaking. I've tested them, but they look like they're going to go. If you look at the condition of them, you'll be able to see. So you can see there. So you can see how much sort of debris on there, and obviously that blocks up the actual vent, and then the water starts to drain out underneath. So, I mean, I would recommend that you get them replaced, just because we don't want to send you home with any possible sort of leaks that could come into play. But if I show you the other side as well, it's actually just as bad. If I get, it should be. So yeah, you can see there on the other side, you've got all this sort of deterioration. I mean, the water's there, like you can see how damp it is on the outskirts of the air vents, but it's not actually leaking. There's no sort of water underneath or anything. But yeah, this is all I'm going to say is I recommend that you get them done, just because in the future you don't want them to go and then have to bring it back and go through the whole process again. That way, once it's done, we get new ones in, get them fitted. Obviously, when we take the air vents out, you've got to take these rear lights out first, because there's a little clip underneath which is attached to the bumper. So once we take these rear lights out, we'll then be able to take the bumper off and get the air vents out, get the new ones in. With the rear lights, we reseal them anyway. Even though they're not leaking, it's part of our protocol, we reseal them just to make sure they're double safe. But apart from that, I mean, my colleague told you about the screen, so I'll be able to get a price for that, which is brilliant. And then in regards of the drying, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take out these seats, take out all the trim, so take up all of this, just so that way we can suspend the underlay in the air, because you don't want any sort of contact on the bodywork of the car, because if you've got any sort of contact with the underlay and the bodywork, then you're going to have stagnant water and you won't be able to get rid of it. So if you then put it back down and there's stagnant water in there, you're going to get mould and stuff like that again. So to dry it out properly and make sure there's no mould whatsoever, we then strip it, get it pinned up, make sure there's no contact, suck out as much water as we can, and then we put our dry machines in there. This one's going to need 2 nights at least, maybe 3, but I reckon it needs 2 just because it's so wet this side, and the underlays on these Evoques are so thick. So yeah, I mean, that's all in this one. Everything else tip top, nothing wrong with it. It's literally just the screen and then the air vents. They look like they're going to go. So what I'll do is I'll get the estimate built together, so you'll receive this video, and then if you don't have the estimate by now, whilst you're seeing this, bear with me because I'll be doing it, but it should all come through. If you'd like to give us a call back straight away, just to let you know what you want to do, let us know what you want to do, that'd be fantastic. But apart from that, that's all. If you're watching this as well, the video online, check us out down below, click the link, and yeah, take care. Right, so just a quick update on the Evoque. As you can see, we've got all stripped out at the moment. You can see the moisture built up underneath here. I'll show you the actual, underlay in a second. And you can see here, you've got much more of a pool of the water there. So that's just where it's kept running back, even though you've got a leak in the front, it's just where it runs back to the lowest point in the car, as you can see. But yeah, you've got quite a lot of water there. If I give that a squeeze as well, you can see how much water is actually coming out of that. So now you know what I'm saying. When it collects water in these Evoque underlays, they are very thick. But if I come out and show you the other bit of underlay, which we've got pinned up, so at the moment just letting it drain, but I'm going to get over here with a water vacuum and suck this as much as I can, just to try and get the process done quicker. But yeah, literally, really, if I squeeze this, you will then see how much water is then coming out there. So you can literally you can see how much water that leak's letting over time. But yeah, just giving you an update, so you can see that we're getting there. All that needs to be done now is once that's all sucked out, be able to put the dry machines in there, so that'll be in there for the next couple of nights. The windscreen boys are coming tomorrow, but if they're not coming tomorrow, they come the day after because they've got a busy day tomorrow, but they're going to try and pop down tomorrow anyway. So yeah, so this one is getting there. Right, so the windscreen boys just taking the screen out. As you can see, you've got the screen here. And you've got this little gap right there, you know, so that was faced in the driver's side, so you fit that screen in the driver's side. You can see that gap in the sealant there. Whereas if we come along this lip here, you can see the lip all the way along. You've got a nice bead of sealant, no gaps. And then if you come round to the actual frame of the car, frame of the windscreen, you can see here, you've got some sort of misplaced sealant there. Basically that shouldn't be like that. So water will then get under there and then go through. And you've also got, somebody sealed up these holes here. You can see, so whoever's done the windscreen first has tried to reseal these grommets there, which are then caused other sorts of problems. You got the same on this side as well. If we come to this side, you can see that they've obviously thought it was leaking from here, so they've decided to seal up these little grommets. But apart from that, she's on dry. So basically by the end of the day, should be sort of dry. That way we can get her put back tomorrow, and it should be good for collection. So yeah, apart from that, it's all good. Right, so as you can see, we've got the Range Rover Evoque just going under our final testing. It's going under our rain arch test right now. It's just simulating heavy rainfall, as you can see. But yeah, so literally just coming to its final stage of testing. It's had a nice little courtesy clean, cleaned the wheels, so she's all looking nice and shiny. So what the job is next is we're going to get her off, make sure that it's all nice and dry inside, do our last final checks, and then after this video, what you should receive is another video basically saying that the car's ready to get picked up. So yeah, this one's almost there. Okie dokie, so we've got the Range Rover Evoque here. It's been through all of our rain arch testing, and it's had a nice little courtesy clean as well. So as you can see, all the rims are nice and clean. The bodywork is nice and shiny. But this one was in for a windscreen. It had a 40 windscreen at the top. The seal hadn't been run through properly, so there was a gap within the seal. Very common thing on these Evoques, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. But what I'm going to show you is inside. Show you that it's all nice and dry where we left off. So if I get our diagnostic meter out now, turn it on, take a little look under here, you can see nice and dry. It's not focusing. You see there, nice and dry. And again, so if we go to the back, because it was only the one side which was actually wet. So we only need to take the one side out. And we have a look down here. You can see nice, oh sorry, you can see it's nice and dry. So that is good. But right, so what we say now is this one is ready for its real world test. So basically just keep on top of where it was wet before. All the bits and bobs, like how you was parking it, if you're parking it in a certain way, keep parking it in a certain way, make sure you double check it, because obviously the real world environment is completely different to sort of static water flow. So yeah, that's all. Just keep on top of the leaks. But what I'll do is I'll get all the invoice printed off, everything like that, and this one is ready to collect.
Amazing.